Hello, my name is Jackie Fatika. I run a handmade jewelry business called The Wicked Griffin, and I also help other handmade business owners build up their businesses with blogging, Pinterest, and eventually getting monetized so that you can start getting paid for the traffic that you're already generating for your business. Today, I am interviewing Lynda of Pintody.com. She makes awesome, awesome country western jewelry. And I'm going to be asking her a few questions. Hello, Lynda. Can you tell me all about you?
Hi, Jackie. Yes, in 2009, I opened an Etsy shop and started making jewelry. And it has evolved over the years from different niches into the Western and turquoise jewelry because that's what I love. And I saw that there was holes in the market. So I tried to fill them best I could and still working at it.
So I know over the last 2 years, you've had some serious issues with some copycats and Temu. And do you want to tell me just a little bit about your struggle with that?
Uh, they pretty much copied every single thing that I make, everything. And I get messages all the time that I'm the copycat. And uh, for a while there, I was panicked and really struggling to figure out how I was going to get these people to take this stuff down. They're copying my pictures, they're copying my items, and then they're making them out of cheap material. And it wasn't until I got myself calmed down that I said, you know what, let them, whatever. I I can create new stuff and move on from that. So whatever, they can copy whatever they want. I don't care.
I know you were really struggling with that, and it's absolutely ridiculous that they were coming into your paid ad comments,
Right.
accusing you of being them and their shady practices. And it just goes to show the damage that Temu and sites like that cause to handmade sellers. And that's like a big thing about like why building your own audience is so important, right? Because
Right.
they're going to back you. Like those Temu sites, they don't have audiences, but they're going to sell a lot because it's super cheap and whatever. But that's why it's so important to have an audience, because you got people cheering you on in your business. And that's
It
kind of what
is.
we're going to be talking about today.
It is. A lot of my customers came right to my rescue in a lot of those posts. So
Hmm.
it was really great. Um, and they stand behind me. They love my jewelry. They know that it's made of quality materials and that I'm there for them no matter what. So, it might just be jewelry, but I think my customer service goes beyond and above uh, most other places, and especially on an online shop.
Yeah, definitely. So I have a list here of questions that I want to ask you. So are you ready for me to quiz you?
Sure.
All right. So Lynda here took the Own Your Audience blogging course, and here's my first question. If I could get to it here. Oh, sorry, I have a list on my phone, and I'm confusing myself here. Okay. Number one, what made you realize that you needed a new strategy for growing your business? Was there a moment when you felt like the old way wasn't working?
Jackie, to be honest, I absolutely hate doing social media. I hate it. And we both know that when you have an online business, it's all about traffic.
Yeah.
And you can put a post out there, nobody sees it. Then you put another post out there and everybody sees it. It's so hit or miss.
Hmm.
And sitting there trying to figure out content, and yes, I've taken courses for all that, but it's still an every single day. And my business has grown to the point where I don't have time to sit there every single day and schedule out posts and come up with new things. And it's like a constant all the time. So then there's my email list, and I even struggle with that. um you know what do I give them? I don't want to just, here's a sale and be all salesy all the time. So I wanted to create something that was evergreen, that was always there, that would build up more and more SEO for my website without me having to sit there for hours and hours on end figuring out what I was going to make or what I needed to change or whatever. I wanted to do something, and I thought blogging brings in traffic, and I just thought that would be a really good start.
That's really awesome, and I'm really glad that you realize that blogging is the key to driving all that traffic because I mean, we can SEO the crap out of our products all we want, but in the end, it's not enough, right?
Right,
We need
right.
more than just that. We need more than just social media and tweaking our products because I mean, because we need to target what people are actually looking for and they don't know that they're looking for our products. So how do we, position ourselves to be able to do that? And we can do that with blogging. So that leads me to my next question. Why did you decide to take the course?
Well, because there was no one giving the kind of answers I needed, you know. They basically say this is what you have to do, little keyword research. And I had been blogging and following some of them, but I know for a fact, because I also took your email course, that um there would be substance to this. And if Jackie says she's making it easier, she's making it easier because, like me, she has a busy shop and she's not going to waste your time with things that are just repeated from other people. She's just not going to. So I wanted to take the course because she also had the benefit of monetizing it in a more simple way. So you weren't working twice as hard on your blog when you have other things as a handmade business to do, customer service, creating your items, designing new things, um, gearing up for the holidays. Nobody has time unless you don't want to have any life at all to, you know, just be sitting there poking and hoping at the blog. So I knew that this would be a good course for me to take. And I figured it would be also fun and you always learn something new. So that's why I decided to take it.
Awesome. Next, what is the one thing that you loved about the course?
Okay, Jackie has this part in the course that pretty much does it for you. I mean, almost everything in there is done for you. You just have to tweak a few things, add some pictures, and you're done. But the oh, Jackie, what is it called? I know I told you.
Uh,
The,
the Roundup Post
the
Generator?
Roundup Post. She has magic in that thing. I mean, it is magic. You click that button and you're done. You are done. And that thing saved me 2 days of work. Okay. It did. It was just amazing. And that was my favorite. I mean, I emailed her right after I got done doing it. And I'm like, that was cool. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I'll tell you what, this whole course, just that is worth the price. If she only had that, that was worth it.
That's really crazy to hear, and I'm like flabbergasted that you feel that way about it because um, it really is an awesome tool. And when you know the impact that Roundup posts have for your blog and Pinterest, and they take so much time to make, but when you have that tool, you don't have
Right?
to do much. Like what?
I know it's just so much easier. And wow, I was just blown away by that.
Oh,
I couldn't even believe when I clicked that button and I was like, holy cow, it's gonna be done. So
yeah.
yeah, That was really cool.
Okay. So next, what were you struggling with when writing your blogs before the course?
Well, I love ChatGPT, just like anybody who runs a business, for making things easier. But I get a little confused about what I'm supposed to put in there. And I think your course answers all those questions and makes it so much easier that you don't have to think so much about it. And I struggled with keyword research. What I was doing was going to other blogs that were in the same niche as I am and seeing what they were writing about, and then trying to come up with things for that. And um, I just didn't, nothing would matriculate from it. It just was awful.
That's one thing, us as handmade business owners and like e-commerce, small business, when we think about blogging, we think about it from that perspective. We don't think about it from a blogging perspective. And that's how we need to see it first. And I think
Right.
that's what makes the difference in like the content, because we could blog about whatever we want, but if nobody's searching for it, what's the point, right?
Right. And figuring out how to find what they're looking for.
Hmm.
That was a big struggle for me. Huge.
I'm so happy that helped you. Like the impact
Yeah.
that this has is just
The tools
incredible.
you have in there are simple, straightforward, and easy to use. So, and I would have never found them on my own. Never. I mean, I'm searching for a keyword research tool and 10,000 of them come up and none of them are helping me.
For anyone that wants to know, I mean, it's no secret. My favorite keyword tool is keysearch.co. So check it out. You'll love it. It is the cheapest and it's made for bloggers. So, next. Or were you done? Or should we move on?
No, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. How much time have you saved after taking the course?
Well, I'll tell you, it would take me, well, with the research from start to finish, anywhere from 1 to 5 days to create a blog post
Oh God,
that was crappy.
that sounds
So
awful.
it was awful. It was, and then half time I just erased them because I'm like, that sounds stupid, you
Oh,
know. And so, and then, I'd have a bunch I made, and then I never did post them because I'm like, I don't, whatever. But with this, especially the Roundup post, it saves me days, days and days. I can have one up in about 4 hours. That's, with the research all the way. Now, remember, I'm just starting this. I'm sure it'll take me less and less time. But, before it was taking me days to do this work. And now I can do it in between making jewelry, customer service. So, yeah, maybe it is only taking me an hour and a half to do a blog, but it's also a very SEO friendly blog, and it also makes sense for my business and is something that people are looking for. So yeah, the time I've saved is days. It's simple.
awesome. And what you just told me there, that sounds awful. And the amount of time that you'd waste and then not even post something.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I did it
Like,
all the
we're not
time.
doing that anymore. We're not doing that anymore.
I have them all saved in a folder, and I'm like, I don't know about that.
That's awful. Um, oh, okay,
Well,
next
I
one.
never know what to blog about. So, I was creating blogs, but they sucked.
Well, now you know.
Yeah.
So next, did you ever like think about getting your blog monetized? Was it ever something you thought about? And what are your thoughts about it?
Okay, years ago, I did Blogger, and it was kind of how I was introduced to the internet to begin with.
Hmm.
And then when I opened my Etsy shop, I had my Blogger account, and I was blogging back then as well. And it was, I don't want to say really new, but it was fairly new thing. And I had monetized it at the time. So as a busy jewelry business, I thought, I don't know how I would go about doing that because I have a Shopify store. So their blog is a little bit different than other platforms. So it wasn't that I didn't want to do it. It was like, how could I possibly do that? Also, I hate when you go to a website or a blog or a website, not a blog, but a website, and all you see are ads all over the place. It's a real turnoff. So I really didn't want that to happen. So it was something in the back of my mind that I wanted to do because I'm at the point in my business where there's no more time to make any more jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to increase my revenue, and blogging would be an absolute awesome way, whether it's through affiliate links or whatever. But Jackie lays this all out for us in the course, and that's what I love about it.
That's awesome. I know I say awesome a lot. That's my word.
Well, it is pretty awesome, Jackie.
Yeah, there's some blogs that the amount of ads are just ridiculous. And the funny part is those blogs are doing like 100,000 views a month and probably seven figures. So
Right,
imagine like, the potential just from monetizing. Like you target that SEO. I mean, like the possibilities are endless.
right.
And
And increasing, your traffic just to your website,
mhm,
you know, is awesome because then, whether you're using Etsy or your own website, I hear a lot of people complain that, they got a Shopify store, but it's not getting any sales. Well, you have to bring the traffic there.
yep,
And one of the best ways that is organic traffic and also repeating traffic is through a blog. And it's the best way to do it.
I love it. I love it. It's truth. It is the absolute truth. Absolute truth. So, oh, here's one. Did you have any roadblocks and how did you manage to remove them?
Well, as I said a little bit earlier, Shopify is a little different. Their blog is pretty basic and pretty hard to navigate with some uh, apps, and it usually has to be an app made for uh, Shopify
Hmm.
to actually make it work. So yeah, I found that there was some roadblocks, but I messaged you and let you know about this. And then you and I both together created a bridge for those things, which is great because Jackie's there for answering your questions or helping you navigate something that you're stuck on. And that's the other reason I like taking courses from Jackie. She's
Oh,
very
you're sweet.
helpful.
You're sweet. Thank you so much. Um, oh,
Oh,
here's one.
and
Oh,
Jackie did also
mm,
put the roadblocks I had in her course. So anybody else who has a Shopify, we got through them.
yeah. And for anyone else, if you have any roadblocks either, and they're not covered, I will definitely research them and make it to where it's accessible so that you can blog because blogging is
Right.
so important. Um, next, have all your questions been answered just from taking the course?
Oh yeah, yeah. All my questions were answered. Um, from the beginning to the end. And I want to say that it's not a long, drawn out course. It's like do this, do this, do this, and you're done.
Hmm.
And if you can copy and paste, you're not gonna have a hard time with this. Um, Jackie goes right in order, and everything is laid out where your questions are answered And even if you have the question, you know that it's coming up, the answer is coming. So you just keep going through it and your answers are all there. And any questions I did have, Jackie pointed me in the right direction. And yeah, but I didn't have very many questions except about, the Shopify not playing nice with some of the apps and software.
Yeah, Shopify definitely has a weird blogging platform. They feel that they need to, I don't know, reinvent the wheel and be special or something, but we worked around
Yeah,
it.
yes, we
We got it
did.
working for you.
We got through it.
Okay, okay. This is the last question. What would you say to someone who's overwhelmed with all the information out there and unsure if this course can really help them grow their business?
Oh, that's a big question.
It-
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that this is the easiest and fastest way to get blogging, and the easiest and fastest way to get monetized the correct way, the easiest and fastest way to know what your steps need to be. And once you get into the routine of doing it, it goes faster and faster. I wouldn't hesitate for 1 second to jump in here and get started. I mean, what do you have to lose? Absolutely nothing. You're going to not only gain the knowledge, but also a program that is pretty done for you. I've never seen anything done for you like this. And I take a lot of courses, but this is pretty much done for you. You just have to plug in your own stuff and go with it,
I'm really happy to hear that it's helped you so much, honestly. Like, I just want to scream to the rooftops, everybody needs to be blogging, and that's just the way to go, and stop with the social media grind. And
Yeah, the social media stuff sucks. It just does.
I know. So I think that's it. Is there anything final that you want to say before we end this video for the viewers?
No, just, if you're on the fence or think that you don't need this, if you have a business, whether it's handmade or drop shipping or whatever, you need this. There is no doubt in my mind that anyone who has an online business needs this. If you're selling something, you need this. You have to have it, because whether you have an Etsy shop, you can open a blog and Jackie's program will just get you to where you need to go to get more traffic to your shop, whether, no matter where your shop is, Amazon or whatever. It's a no-brainer, seriously. I don't say that about many programs, trust me. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever said anything like that about any program that I've taken. It's not that I hated them all or anything, but I don't think I have ever been this impressed with something, ever.
I am really humbled. I'm really humbled. um, I don't even know what to say. Like, that made me speechless, honestly. But thank you so much for spending time with me today and to tell everybody about your experience with Own Your Audience. I really
Oh, it was
appreciate
my pleasure. It was my pleasure. All right.
it.
It was
Talk
good
to you later.
seeing you. Yep.
Bye.
Bye.